have spent the day mining copper at this copper node, undisturbed for the most part, other than over in the distance where I can now hear sounds of violence. I have seen a few groups of people traversing that area. It looks like dust bandits and, hard to make out, hungry bandits, I think. I don't know that it would be worth my while to go over there and scavenge the corpses. It looked like the dust bandit came off worst and he would likely have the best gear, so I will travel over. But I do need to keep a watch out. As I said, I have seen a few groups of people crossing this end of the valley. I've also seen some wild garu. But the main concern obviously would be more dust bandits. It looked like the hungry bandits were fighting a single dust bandit, which is very unusual. Normally bandits travel in groups. But there appears only to be the one corpse. So I will have a quick look. Okay, I will take the horse chopper. Heart protector. Yeah, I think we'll just take everything that we can, actually. I should be able to fit the boots into it if I alter the packaging. There we go. Now, quick check. Area looks clear, so we'll head back to the copper node. The hub sits atop the mountain there. I like this area. There are plenty of resource nodes, copper and iron, stone. And it is well travelled. I think there are at least 2, if not 3, main routes through this valley. I do wonder about how this area would be. It's very fertile, actually. Fertile, right, all across, yes, all over the floor of the valley, as far as I can see, both directions. Fertility is good. Stone, there is a stone patch somewhere over in the hills there. Iron also. I think the 2 nodes I can see. And copper, there's another copper node down at the end of the valley there. We'll give some thought to perhaps establishing a base here, but that is well in the future. So I've spent the rest of the evening mining more copper ore and decided to make the best of what I have. Travel back up and see how much we can make. I do wonder how much. I've not checked how much iron sells for in the hub. I may do that tomorrow. I have found that copper tends to be worth more or valued more, but I will check the iron anyway, just to make sure. I am glad to have finally made it to somewhere that seems to suit my needs. There's no sign of any other settlements that I can see from here, but I presume there'll be somewhere within maybe a day's walk that I could begin to trade with. For now though, I'm limited to trading with my friend the barkeeper. Yes, barman, I have some spoils you may be interested in. You only have the one building material, and blueprints are of no use to me at the moment. Science books, again, not immediately useful, but it would be worth stocking up on them, I suppose, if there is nothing else I can get for my spoils. So the 224 is how you value them. So if I trade you these fine boots and fine helmet, heart chopper, the armour drag skirt allows me to purchase 2 of the books, and heart protector completes the deal, and also take this building material. What else can I get that's of value? The plank, no doubt I will research that in the future, but I think for the moment I'll just stock up on first aid kits. They are certain to be useful in the future. I may as well trade in these goods while I'm here for this dried meat. Thank you, barman. Now, I've been given some thought to a companion. We have Muto here in Dejol, a Barthug. Everyone else, for the most part, are mercenaries or ninja guards. Dejol is someone I may be interested in speaking to, but for now I'll head back to the camp, and I think tonight I will spend some time in the Thieves' Tower. But first, let's unpack my goods. I've decided to come join these fellows and cook my dried meat. This is Spot and an individual who calls himself Ninja. They're Holy Nation outlaws, and they have been filling me in on the regions hereabouts. There is no law as such in the hub. The only organisation is the Thieves' Guild, and the Shinobi Thieves do not so much uphold the law as punish anyone who transgresses what they think is right. For the most part, the thieves are happy for me to come and go. To be honest, they don't really question my presence. As long as I act with confidence and am discreet, they seem to just ignore me while I make use of their training equipment. I do find it easier to make use of the lockpicking equipment. Using their training dummies does tend to attract a bit more attention. But as I said, as long as I'm discreet, I can make use of the equipment for short periods. So it will soon be dawn, and I plan to spend another day mining copper. So I do think I'll take a quick stop in at the bar before I head out. Check and see what the barman has in stock today. So we have 3 building supplies this time. Well, if I trade you some of my copper, I think I'll take all of the building supplies. I don't believe I'll take anything else at this point in time. Science books, dried meat, we have plenty. So I think, as I said, that will suffice for now. Now, I have been thinking about a companion to aid me in my adventure. We have Muto and Dejol here. Dejol, can I interrupt you? I am potentially looking to bring someone on board. But how much do you need to pay off this bounty? 5,000 cats. Okay, thank you for that. Muto, you are a turret gunner. How much would you ask to join up? 6,000. Okay, well, I will give some thought to that and return. So 5,000 and 6,000 cats is not beyond my means. So I'm going to go and spend another day mining copper. And we now have, they sell for 230 each. We have 16. So I'm not going to have quite enough to pay off Dejol's bounty. I don't think I can scrape together the 5,000 from what I currently possess. And I didn't check out the iron. I did want to see how much it sold for, but I'm sure it will be less than the 230 that I can get for the copper. But I will stop in at the bar once again. Perhaps just sell the copper to the barman rather than trade this time. He does have the money, so we do get 230 for each. So if I sell you all of my copper, 2,000 only. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a lot more mining. That's strange. Is that a wild bone dog? Or part of a trade caravan? Apparently wild. Well, best not to have attacked it. Although I could have had help from within the bar, I'm sure. Anyway, let's see, what do we have here? We've got the grog, which I think is worth about 1,000 a piece. The armour plating and the steel bars are stolen, so their value is significantly less than it might otherwise have been. So I think perhaps selling those items might take me to around 4,000, 4,500 cats, but probably not enough for Dejol's bounty. So I have steel bars. Yes, so we'll only get a couple of hundred each. The splint kit, maybe better holding on to that. The grog, again, gets us at 1,100. Armour plating. It's not really worth having carted that all the way from Bast. So 4,000. Dejol, I hope to be able to pay off your bounty before too much longer. So the next morning, as I left the hub, I heard the sounds of fighting, and the gate guard, or the town guards, had brought down a bone dog and also a hungry bandit leader's horse chopper. I'm not going to take anything else, but I will take his horse chopper And while I'm is this a hungry bandit leader? No, an escaped servant. Okay, we'll take his club. His clothing isn't worth anything. But I've never come to examine this part of the outskirts of the hub. Very little to see, I suppose. Although in the distance there is another shack. In fact, it looks like a bar. It is a bar. Well, I think it's maybe worth travelling there. It's not that far distant. I shall visit the bar, and then I shall go and resume mining. I think it's probably best if I avoid the roads here, the pathways. So I will climb this cliff face and hopefully I'll encounter fewer bandits than I might otherwise. So a solitary bar. I wonder if that is actually the lone shack which I was told I had discovered on my journey up to Bast. Okay, there's been some trouble here as well. Again, it looks like bandits, hungry bandits. Yes, well, I'll take your iron club and yours. And let's see, yeah, I think I went into the bar. There's no sign of any guards or any mercenaries or any. There are guards inside, just the 3. No customers. So, greetings, barman. This is my first visit here. May I see what you have to trade? Actually, you have a decent stock. Unfortunately, I don't have very much to trade. I will give you these clubs. And the animal skin. Take that. The horse chopper. And I think we'll keep the rest for now. 4,600 cats. I'm getting closer to the 5,000. The Jetta looks like a decent weapon, but I don't want to spend any cats on such things. So, yes, well, the hungry bandits lying outside made the visit worthwhile. Otherwise, I would have had very little to show for my trip. So I'll head back to my trusty copper node. In fact, I should stop on the way and mine some iron. There's another copper node off to the right there. Again, thinking about potential locations where I could set up a base of my own. I would want copper, iron and stone in very close proximity. But I'm perhaps still too close to the hub to build around here. Yes, over in that direction perhaps. Or along at the far end of the valley. I do like the looks of that valley, for the fertility in particular. And again, the hub. I think we may be able to build along by the cliffs along there. I shall explore that in the future though. For now, I'm going to break off a chunk of this iron and see what its value is. So this node is a fairly safe place to mine. We're very close to the gate at the hub. Some of the surroundings are a bit obscured though. It could be set upon without much warning. So the iron, yes, sale value is only 72 cats and it sells for below its actual value. So I'm very much better off with copper. So I've spent the day again mining, and I should now have enough to get the 5,000 cats I need to recruit Dejol to my cause. So definitely get rid of this iron and the copper. I could afford to hire Muto, however I think for my purposes at the moment, Dejol is the best option. So Dejol, you appear to be somewhat skilled in fighting. I am interested, and I have the money to pay your bounty. What skills do you have? Okay, so I'm not really looking for a thinker, but a strong back, a strong arm would be helpful. So welcome. If you come with me, Dejol, I have somewhere that we can spend the night. This empty shack I have appropriated. Well, you like to show off your pace, I see. Well, that's all well and good when you're unburdened, but welcome anyway. So, you're a runner. Well, now that you have a load to bear, let's see how well you fare. We'll do some training running the walls of the hub. Build up your strength and your endurance. Let's see if you can keep up carrying a load. I am sure that Dejol will be a good companion. Once he's strong enough and fast enough, he does seem to have the skills of a good fighter. But more importantly, just having someone around who can potentially apply first aid if we get injured will be very helpful. So I will train him up and see how well he fares. I am glad things are going so well now, and hopefully Dejol will come through, turn out to be a trusted lieutenant. We shall see.